As many years has gone by, you would think I'd have my emotions in check, but I don't. You know, it's like it just, it doesn't seem like it was that many years ago. It's like it was yesterday. And the pain is still there, and I guess it always will be. Greg was a very loving child, a very kind child. Shortly after, I think he was 7 years old when his father and I divorced. So Greg became like the man in the home. And Greg probably had more responsibility as a young child than maybe he should had, but he grew into a fine young man. He was very dependable, very honest, and he dated girls and everything. And I think he was probably maybe a sophomore in high school. He called me on the telephone. He couldn't even tell me in person. He called me on the telephone. He said, "Mom, you know that thing you've been wondering about me and I keep denying?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I want you to know it's true." And that's how I found out my son was gay. When Greg and I were on one of our trips, before we left there, he did get sick. And I really worried about even being able to get him home. And I did get him home, and he lived in Louisville, Kentucky, and I got a hold of a doctor there and got him in, and they told me that he had AIDS. He did AZT. I think AZT was the first one, and he started having complications, so they took him off of that. And then he went to DDI, which was the second one, and he started having liver problems and everything, so they had to take him off of that. So he was to the point where there really wasn't anything that they could do for him, and that's when I brought him back. My son wanted me to make a difference in his name. He wanted me to educate people, and he wanted me to explain to people how they can and cannot get AIDS. He wanted me to reach out and help people living with AIDS. He said, "Mom, you're a strong woman. I want you to do it for me." And I really tried very hard to do that. He was very frail, and he wanted to see the AIDS quilt in Chicago. And I'm not sure what was going on in his mind. I'm not sure what would be going on in my mind if I were there, and I would know one of these days I was going to be one of those quilt panels. I made Greg's panel myself. It's still hard on me when I see it today, but when I was doing it, I was okay. I was glad to be doing it. I thought it was something that Greg would be happy about. And I didn't want any help with it. I wanted to be the one that did all of it, and I did.